Good morning, my friends. I'm here without my AV person today, so it's just me. Welcome to Silver Sneakers Chair Yoga class. I'm Olivia. This is my church home, North Presbyterian Church in Williamsville, New York. I'm delighted you chose a little self-care today, and if this is your first time, welcome. I hope you find it to be beneficial to your health and general well-being. Let me just give you one little idea maybe you want to do. Down in the bottom right of this video is a button that says subscribe. And if you push that button, you will subscribe to all of North Presbyterian Church's videos, including our worship service that happens here on Sunday morning. And so when you go to YouTube, you open up your YouTube website, you will find on the left-hand side subscriptions. If you click on that, you'll find North Church's subscription because you've subscribed to it, and you can always get to this chair yoga video on Wednesday and to worship on Sunday morning, currently at 9:30 summer hours. So, would love to know that you were here on Sunday, but my pleasure, so delighted you are here today. So, let's get water if you don't have it already. Maybe take your shoes off if you're in a comfortable place to do that, and I'll meet you back here on the chair. Let's get started. So if you remember last week, I used a hymnal. Well, today I actually brought a block. You could probably even have two big books just to put your feet on. Let's sit back towards the back of the chair, but particularly if you are a shorter person, sometimes this feels good to have your feet up on something instead of down on the earth because it puts pressure on the back of the leg. This sort of releases that. So sit on back against the back of the chair. Open your eyes really wide, close them really tight, and then just let your face relax. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Take that deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Go ahead and sigh. Make a little noise. Let go. And now just let the jaw muscles relax. The neck, shoulders, just release away from your earlobes. And then draw your attention to your breath. Be aware of the movement of the rib cage, the chest cavity. This is when you allow yourself to be present, letting go of the things that have to happen this afternoon. All the things you got done or didn't get done this morning, put them aside. You've given yourself permission to be present for these next 45 minutes. Remembering always to work where you're comfortable. Find what feels good. Enjoy the pleasure of your movements. Grateful to be able to move. Take a deep breath. You can keep your eyes closed as we begin this. I'm just going to tip my head over to one side, lifting that opposite ear to the ceiling, pass through the center, and go the other way. So very simple movement first. You can even keep your eyes closed. Sometimes that's kind of fun. And again. And then let's turn the chin and look over one shoulder and then go to the other side. Check out your range of motion. See if one side little deeper range of motion. And with your shoulders against the back of the chair, there's no movement in the torso. It's all going to be in the head, the cervical vertebrae. One more. And back. And now coming back to the center, I want you to imagine you have a pencil coming out the crown of your head, and you're going to draw a circle around the crown of the head. Or, I'm sorry, around on the ceiling. So just moving around, just gently, gently. It's not a big range of motion. And then I always like to close my eyes and see how that feels. And then switch and go the other way. One more. Coming back to the center, lift the chin. Drop the chin downward towards your chest. Keep the shoulders pressing down. And again, the chin lifts and drops, keeping the shoulders pressing down. In fact, when you drop the chin, press them down even more to get that really good stretch. Back of the neck. And down. One more. Slide on out to the edge of your seat, and you can use the block if that feels good to you. Still, let me resituate my mic here. And we'll begin to move into the shoulders at this point. All right. So, sitting firmly in seated mountain pose, feet are right underneath the knees, and I'm going to place my hands downward here. Little pressure at first, reminding me to stay grounded through the feet, grounded through the sit bones. Lengthen the crown of the head. Belly in, maybe release the arms into seated mountain pose. So those elbows tuck in a little closer towards your waist. The thumbs begin to rotate outward, and so do the shoulders. Nice and tall. Breathing deep. Put a smile on your face. All right, let's bring the fingers up towards the shoulders and just rotate them around. We're going to start easy here before we begin to take a deep stretch in the back and the chest. One more. All right, let's go the other way too. Begin to feel a little stretch across the back. Be patient with your body today. Maybe some movements we haven't done before and you're just not sure. So if you need to stop and watch, that's okay too. All right, so here we go. We're going to open the arms right here, pressing the elbows out. Let them draw out towards the side walls. And then coming in, press the heel of the hand together. Maybe the elbows, you may have to drop them there, that's fine. And then as we come back out, we're going to line the elbows up with the shoulders. Let the elbows draw away from your heart center. And that's going to draw the shoulders down. Breathe deep. Coming back in, heel the hand, fingertips, maybe the elbows. One more time, draw them out. Nice, coming all the way back in. Let's clasp the hands together, and I'm going to flip them. I'm not going to draw that. I'm going to leave a little space there. Exhale, pressing the heel of the hand forward. Drop the chin, so a little stretch between the shoulder blades, and then I'm going to come back. Hands on the rib cage. Here's my new image here. I want you to imagine you have the chin and the chest, your heart, your breastbone right there, attached by a string. And so as the chin lifts, the heart lifts. Yeah? So you're not taking it up real high. And then again, same thing. You can flip, but you don't have to. Scoop the belly. Come right back. Chin comes here, and then the chin and the heart lift together. Does that work for you? Sometimes it does me. Sometimes I get a little carried away and want to lift even higher. Lifting. One more time. And lift. All right. Let's take one shoulder roll around and then just let the fingers reach towards the ground. So we're going to work on one shoulder at a time. And what I want you to do is draw that shoulder up by the ear. Keep this one level here. Just keep it normal. And then exhale. Press it down, press it down, press it down. All right? So lifting it up. Don't move that right shoulder. Press it down. Amazing range of motion. The shoulder is a pretty neat joint. And down. All the way down as best you can without tipping. All right, other side, same thing. In fact, maybe this would help you secure that left shoulder. Lifting up, 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 up. Press down, 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 down. Is there a little more in there? Try it. Lifting up and pressing down. Again, 2 more. Lifting up, pressing down. 1 more time. And press it down. All the way. Release. Okay. Hands together here at the heart. I'm going to work a little on that rotator cuff. So thumbs to the back wall and then coming in. Let's go ahead and drop the chin. My elbows are tight next to the body. Open. Maybe a little lift in the heart and back down. Remember, you've got that string from your chin to your breastbone. So the heart's going to come up a little bit as well as the chin. And again. And down. 1 more time. And down. Drop the chin. All right, hands back on the thigh muscles, a little roll in the shoulders. We're going to slide them out. And so now hinging side to side. Now, if this is too much for you, go ahead and take the fingertips towards the shoulder. Notice I took my feet out a little bit wider here. Belly in, a little stretch on the right side, a little stretch on the left side as you reach. Again. Two more. Last one. Let's leave that arm up there. Deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to forward fold. Now hands alongside of the knees. Now they're out a little bit wider. So we're going to inhale, slide up. I'm going to hands come to the thigh muscles. Exhale. Slide down the front of the leg. Now round the back. Scoop the belly. And then inhale, roll back up. Deep breath in. Exhale, scoop the belly and roll down. I'm looking down towards the ground. Maybe tuck your chin, depending on range of motion around your neck and how good that feels to you. It may or may not. And particularly if you get dizzy, you always want to be careful about dropping the head down low. 1 more time. And round back up. All right. Walking your feet back in so that feet are right underneath the knees. Deep breath. We're going to turn to the right. Let the arms just float all the way down. Check in with the spine. The shoulders should be parallel to the ground. That front one is going to tend to drop, right? So level them out. Pull that belly in. And take the gaze over the shoulder. A deep breath. And then come back to the front. Let's take the other side. Same thing. And we're going to turn. So again, this right shoulder is going to want to drop, right? So lift the heart, level out the shoulders, and turn looking towards the left wall. Breathing deep. Come back to the front. Let's take both hands on the back of the chair, feet firmly on the ground. Press into the heel of the hand and lift the heart. Now again, this distance, the heart's going to come up with the head, the chin. All right, slide that right leg in front. We're going to hinge forward. You can put a bend in that knee. You're going to feel a little stretch in the back of the leg. And then look forward to me. All right, come right back in. Brush through the ground and lift. Now we're going to go the other way. Brush through the ground and lift. Brush through the ground and lift. That's what I meant, the ground, not the gown. And lift. Coming right back in. Going right back out. Coming right back in. And then hold on to it. Now let it travel out to the side just a little bit. I'm going to use the muscles of my arm and my shoulder to do this. So pull that up, sit even taller, press that low back forward, belly in, hold. All right, and down. Other side, same thing. So we're going to leg out in front first. Hinge forward. Knee can be bent there. And then let the heart come forward. It's like you're going to come right up out of the earth right there. Nice stretch in the back of that leg. I'm supporting myself here and push back up. So here we go. Brush the ground and lift. Brush the ground. You can leave the heel on the ground or lift it. It's up to you entirely. Brush the ground and lift. Brush and lift. Brush and lift. And lift. One more time. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Here we go. Now, push that low back forward. holding on. Out to the side. Did I circle the last one? I don't know, but I'm going to do this one instead. Little circle around. Sitting on my tail here. Okay, now holding this out to the side just a little bit. You're going to use the muscles of the arm, the back, shoulder, belly in, and then release it down. Let's take both legs out a little bit wider and hinge forward like you're going to look closer to something. Yeah, heart comes forward, and then I'm going to come back and round the spine. You know, let's do this. Let's slide the hands to the crease of the hip, heart forward, chest up. Exhale, scoop the belly and roll back. Keep getting on my tail. And again, heart forward, chest up. Exhale back. Keep going while I adjust my tail. Heart forward. A little seated cat and cow to really get the juices flowing in the whole back and through the hips there as well. So let's get a little more in through the hips. We're going to take this twirl around. Abdominal muscles are fired on. My tailbone, from the tailbone to the crown of the head, is straight. So I'm not taking this movement here. It's my entire body that's moving. All right. You can make it small. You don't have to make it big at all. But I want you to focus on keeping that back nice and straight as you do this. And again. Makes me smile. I love the way it feels. One more time. Okay, come back to the center. Both hands on that right thigh. I'm going to drop my left shoulder and look to the right wall. Now, draw that navel towards your spine and then find length, lifting the heart to your device there. Come right back up. We go the other side. Both hands here. Drop that right shoulder. Belly comes in. You're going to look towards the left wall and lift the heart. Yeah. All the way back up. Let's wash off that wall right there, or the table right there. Reach forward and around and then bring it right back. That thumb comes right shoulder to shoulder. Reach over the knee, swirl it around, come right back. Wrap that shoulder blade around your spine. And again, biggest range of motion as you can that you're comfortable doing here. If it's smaller, so be it. If that's what works for you today, then by all means stay there. Find what feels good. You do you. One more time. Coming back, wrap around and release. We go the other way. Swirl around all the way back. Again, reach out and back. Let's take two more here. It's like you're cleaning off this great big table right in front of you. All the way back. Reach around, come back to the front, walk your feet in. And then draw them back a little bit. If you've slipped back towards the back of the chair, come out to the front so everybody can get up on a deep breath in. Hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, push forward and all the way up. Let's release into our mountain pose. So your heels should be underneath the sit bones. I hope you took that book away so you're not standing nice and tall on the book. Although that's a great yoga balance, but we're not going to do that today. So it's just standing up nice and tall. Now put just an ever so slight micro bend in the knee. So you're not pressing the back of the knee towards the back of the room. Just release them ever so slightly. And let's take the hands on the thighs. We're going to take a squat, but you know what? We're not going to take it real deep. Just a little bit of one. So your fingers are going to slide maybe to the top of the kneecaps. All right. So it's like you're going to sit in a stool. All right. So not that far down. And again, let's come down to this stool. We're going to sit on it. So my fingers are just above the kneecaps. Heart coming forward. Pull that belly in. And I think we're going to hang here for a while, and we're going to do a little more arm work. All right, so opening the arm up, reach up, and pull down. Close it up. Reach up. Now, if this gives your back a little problem, then by all means, go ahead and stand up straight. Again, we find what feels good. But if not, we fire on the legs a little bit and make them do some work. And while this is going on in the upper body, we sort of forget about that, right? That's my intention. And one more time. And reach. Let's bring the hands together at the heart. Extend the arms back. Curl them back in. I'm going to show you from the side. Extend them back. I don't have very much of a bend. I'm sitting on a chair. And again, extend them back. Curl them in. Extend back. Curl them in. Work in the back of the arm there. One more time. Bring them right back in. Now, standing up tall, lift this nice big hat off of your head. Lift a little bit higher. Forward fold. Halfway rise. Circle sweep, pass through our chair pose all the way up and release. All right, grab a drink of water. Let's move around to the back of the chair. We'll continue. We'll start with downward facing dog. Heel the hand on the chair and extend the fingers out in front and stepping back. Feet come underneath the hips. Now, when you get in this position, scoop that belly. Pull that navel right towards your spine. Point the tailbone, sit bones to the back wall. And take a deep breath into the back ribs. My goodness, this should feel really good. One more breath. Taking the gaze over the chair. Take a little baby step. We'll take a little cat and cow in this position. Eyes up, heart forward. Exhale, scoop the belly, sink into the knees. Draw that tailbone underneath you and look back towards the navel. And again, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, scooping around. Two more. Exhale. Follow this with a lot of deep, delicious breath. And one more. All right, step into the chair, feet right underneath you. Mountain pose. All right, let's do the shoulder issue once again. All right, so what I want you to do is lift up on that left shoulder and then let it draw back down. And I think what's easiest to do is if you put your fingertips right here on this right thigh, so this right shoulder doesn't move. So pull it up, press it back down. Again, pull up and press it back down. All right, let it land right back where it's normal position. And we take the other hand, firmly planted on that left leg, lifting up and press it down. Again, lift and press. One more time, lift and press. All right, let's take the heel of the hands forward and just press as if you were going to push that wall forward and then pull back. Work at keeping the arms straight as you do this. Just squeeze the shoulder blades. Push forward and pull back. We're getting a lot of shoulder work in today. We're not done yet. Push forward and pull back. Again, too much? Then just let your arms rest for a moment. All right, release back down. Turn the feet out wide. Heels are maybe lined up with the legs of the chair and toes are turned out. Star pose. We start with this. Yep. All right, so from here, we're going to take a sunflower, scoop down. I'm going to sink into my left knee and take that left arm around my head. All right. Forward fold. Reach up and down. Right arm, right knee bends. Forward fold. Let's just take it out to the side. How about that? And around. Again, add a little head turn if you'd like. I'm going to look over my left fingers and back. Scoop down, come right back up, look over my right fingers and back. Don't hit your face on the chair. Maybe move back if you're taking this a little bit deeper. Over the hand. And again, one more time. And over the head. And back. Walk your feet together. Nice. All the way in. All right, let's step back to downward facing dog first. Taking that breath, tailbone to the back wall, hollow your belly. All right, look over the chair. Step in on the right foot and back on the left and go ahead and turn that toe out. All right, So we're going to rise back up. Get head over heart over pelvis here. If you need the chair, bring it back to you. Don't go to it. All right? Nice and tall. That back toe is turned out a bit. Head over heart over pelvis. Getting a nice stretch in here. Left hand down. Just reach that. I'm sorry. That's the right hand down. Reach that left arm up and over to get a really nice stretch on that left side of your body. Both arms up. Release, come into this lightning bolt-like pose, reaching down through the fingertips. Keep the chin tucked just a little bit to really feel that lengthen in the back of the neck. Breathing deep. All right, right hand down, left hand reaches up. This time I'm going to take my right hand into my back right pocket and reach up. And then I'm going to switch. I'm going to put my left hand into my back left pocket, or maybe slide it down the back of your leg. And we windmill the arms back. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe. All right, look over the chair, step in on the left foot, turn that right toe out, left hand on the thigh, right arm reaches up, and a little baby arc over to get stretched down that right side of your body there. Breathing deep. Open up the arms and send them back. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Belly comes in, heart pulling forward. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. All right. Right hand on the right thigh. Reaching all the way up. Now with that right hand, if you'd like, slide it into your back, left, right pocket, just the tailbone maybe, reaching up. And then we're going to switch and take the other hand. So slide that hand into your back pocket, tailbone, back of your leg. And windmill the arms down. Back to downward facing dog. This time, bend your knees and bring your hands back on the thigh muscles. We're going to reverse swan dive. So deepen this bend in the knee and come all the way back up and down. Nice. Drink of water. Come around to the right side of the chair. Okay, so we know knee lift, right? And this is a curl. You know, where just to notice there is a difference. A knee lift comes this way and a curl comes this way. All right, so knee lift we work the quadricep, curls we work the hamstrings. We stretch the hamstrings, we stretch the quadriceps. Let's just do some of that. Knee lift, curl, and knee lift, and curl. Heel comes right to your seat as the knee comes up. Comes to your seat. One more time and curl. Let's hold it back there. So I'm going to sink into my supporting leg and line my knees up here. Arm out. And then I'm going to extend that leg, maybe hinge forward, maybe drop to the toe to the ground, whatever works for you, coming into our airplane pose. Maybe balance. Swing that foot forward, deep breath in. Exhale. Your hand's going to come right to that chair. Yep. Left hand comes into the back pocket. I'm sorry, right hand comes into the back pocket there. And then pushing on a little bit onto your left hand here, maybe bring it in closer. I'm going to turn a little gaze towards the right wall. Back to the center, belly in. Push right back up using those toes. Let's go to the other side. So first, it's just that knee lift and a curl. And a knee lift and a curl. Now, maybe we can balance. It's up to you entirely. All right. Just easy, move with intention. Be aware of these new sensations, maybe in those hamstring muscles, the glute. One more time. And now hold it back here. So I'm going to bend my supporting leg, line the knees up a little bit, and then I'm going to extend that leg out. Maybe hinging forward will make it a little easier. Drop the toe to the ground if you need to. Pull that belly in. Release into airplane pose, heart coming forward. Remember the chin and the heart are staying like you've got that string right there. Strong back leg. Make that glute and hamstring work. All right, we're going to swing it forward just a little bit. I'm going to use my right hand on the chair. Readjust yourself. Heart coming forward. Crown of the head coming forward. I have a little micro bend in this front leg. I'm going to extend that arm to the back. And then maybe tuck it into your pocket. Lift up on that left shoulder, looking to the left wall, just a wee bit. And breathe. Lower back down, belly in, push, come right through, back up. Push through that toe and push back. Deep breath in. Forward fold. Here's that halfway rise. Now get that body parallel to the ground. Soften the knees as much as you need to. Extend the arms to the back. I'm looking to the earth, and then I'm just going to stand back up. How lovely is that? All right, shake out. I want you to turn the chairs around. I'm going to turn mine to the side. I think that might be better. I think so. I'm going to grab a drink too. Okay, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just do it this way. Yeah, okay, so you're standing behind your chair, and I want you to take the feet out wide. Standing mountain pose. How lovely is that, huh? Good, solid feet on the ground. So try not, if you're buckling into the toes, you may need to bring the feet in a little bit more. If you're rolling out to the outside edges, then put that big toe mound on the ground and really grab the ground. Draw the tailbone downward. Lifting the heart. It's just standing mountain pose, a little different twist to it. Deep breath in. Exhale. Our hands are going to come to the chair. All right? Fingers face the back of the chair. And then I just want you to bend the elbows and lift them right back up. But here's the trick to this. Bend the elbows right towards the knees and not out to the side walls. So sink down, rise right back up. And again, there should be a little bit of weight on your hands, not a lot. Working those triceps. Belly in. Come right back up. All right, we're going to take the left hand and put it right underneath your face. And then I'm going to take my right hand and put it on my right hip. Roll that right shoulder back. You're going to look to the right wall. Breathing deep. And then press through that left hand. See if you can get that arm straightened. Maybe you already have it straightened. Maybe you need to come to the knuckles or the back of the seat, whatever is good for you. But my left shoulder is dropping, my right shoulder is pushing, is drawing to the ceiling. Deep breath. All right, come on back to the center. We're going to take another push-up, tricep, push-up, lower down, come right back up. Right hand goes underneath your face, left hand goes into your back pocket or on your hip. And then lift that left shoulder, straightening that right arm, turn to the left wall. Belly is in. And you're taking a nice deep breath, maybe the deepest you've taken here. Now try to lighten up a little bit on that hand by take some of the weight into the feet. Breathing deep. One more breath. All right, both hands on the chair. Now, fingers to the end of the chair. You know what? Maybe you might even want to grab hold of the chair because I'm going to ask you to put the shoulders right over the wrists and walk your feet back in. So you are in tabletop position. Heart's moving forward towards the chair. Take one cat and cow. Exhale, round the spine, soften the knees. Okay. And bringing the bringing the heart forward again. Shoulders are over top of the wrists, right? You know, if you were trying to push down a lid of something and you push it down and it wouldn't go down, what would you do? You'd get your whole weight onto it, right? So that's what I want you to think about doing right here. You're going to get all your weight to really be able to push this down. Let's slide the left foot out and catch the mat or catch the floor with your toe. Bringing the heart forward. This is going to be a different type of plank position here. You may simply stay here. What we're going to try to do, some of us maybe, is lift that right foot from the earth, release it back down. Shoulders over the wrist. Lift the foot, release it back down. One more time. Lift the foot and release it back down. Let's bring the other foot in, reverse swan dive back up. See how you feel. All right, let's try the other foot. So I'm going to grab hold of the chair so I've got hold of it firmly. I don't know what kind of a chair you have at home. This may or may not work for you. Out goes the right foot. And again, my shoulders are right over my wrists. Belly in, heart moving to the back of the chair. Lift that left foot, hold it, breathe, release back down. Take another breath. Exhale, lift it. Release, take a deep breath in. One more time. Exhale, lift it, belly in. And release. Let's step back to downward facing dog. So you can come up on the fingertips. You can use the back of the chair. You can keep the head above the heart if that feels better to you. And stretch. All right, now grab hold of that chair again. Get a nice firm grip of it. We're going to come forward into our plank position, so readjust your feet as you need to. When you get into this, draw the tailbone towards the heels. Let the heart come forward, please. So you should be looking right at your device, not back to your feet. All right. And then step one foot in, step the other foot in, reverse swan dive all the way back up and down. Lovely. Shake out. And let's go ahead and turn this chair back around. All right, so coming around to the right side of your chair, we'll start with the right leg again. And let's just swing that leg back and forth. In fact, you know what? Let's take it almost like a soccer ball kick. So I'm going to lead with my heel coming forward instead of the toe, okay? So lead with the heel, a little swing forward and back, working the glutes, hamstrings, quadricep muscles, and nice range of motion around the hip. All right. So bringing it, catch it if you can. Here, whatever is good for you. Again, just like when we were seated, we're going to use our arms to do this. You can always rest it here. You can always take it on the ground. Your choice. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let it roll out to the side just a bit. I have a little micro bend in my supporting leg. Tailbone drawing to the ground. Heart is lifted. And should you find balance, release that arm. Toe can be on the ground. Hand to the chair. Now we're going to cross this toe over and we're going to come back to our stool seat again. So sink into that back knee, or into that supporting leg, that left leg. Come into our chair pose. Maybe bring hands to the heart. Or hand. That's okay too. Heart coming forward, belly in. Just a little bit of a bend. It's not a full chair pose, it's a stool pose. And we're now really working that supporting leg. Breathing deep. All right. Stand up tall. Notice how you feel. Okay, let's go to the other side. So we start with just that soccer ball kick first, a little bend in the knee. Yeah, watch too much of this. Try to hold the body upright for the most part. Belly in. I need a t-shirt that says that, right? Belly in. Navel to the spine. Head over heart over pelvis. There's a lot of them. All right. So we swing right back up and grab that leg. Now you can take it right underneath here. You can even take the toe on the ground if that feels better. I'm going to take a little rotation out to the side. Okay, using that arm, you can let that arm go straight there. Use the arm. Whoa. You know, I think what helps is to flex that foot. So before we ever balance, let's get all this set up, little micro bend in that supporting leg. And then should you find balance, attention to your breath. Let's cross this over. I like to practice with 3 breaths in a balancing posture. The better you get at it, the longer I would think you could practice your breath work. but at least 3, I would say. Even if you've got the chair handy and you're using it, 3 breaths, you're still working on balance. All right? So, coming into our stool pose, not chair, it's just stool pose. I've crossed that leg over right there, belly in, bring the hands back to the heart, and breathing deep. You can keep one hand on the chair if you'd like. Find your breath. Firing on that supporting leg, the hamstring, the glutes. One more breath. All right, let's open up and step out to the side. Noticing how you feel. I'm hoping it's good. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. Tuck the chin, and then halfway rise. Let the heart come forward. Circle sweep, pass through that chair pose, and lift to the ceiling. Remember how the heart moved with that chin? Lift. And then circle the hands down. Shaking out side to side. Get yourself a drink of water and come on back. Let's sit down and finish in the seat now. I hope that you found some things that will work today in your body. Those plank position, lifting the feet, that may be a bit challenging for you. So I hope that you found another variation with just the foot on the ground. And so you feel like this was a great workout. I'm going to get this out for a little bit later. Okay, out to the edge of your seat, please. And we're going to continue lifting the leg up and over. Now, if you've had hip replacement, hip trouble, you know not to do this, right? You've been told not to. If it doesn't feel good, yes. Keep the toe flexed. It's going to draw back right to your knee there. All right. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Actually, I'm going to take a fist on my left hand. Lift the elbows. Take a deep breath in. And then I'm going to push that fist into the hand, which is going to rotate my spine. Now inhale. You need to find that length in your spine. So from the sit bones to the crown of the head. And drop your shoulders, both of them, so they're parallel to the ground. You're using your core muscles to hold yourself here. Breathing deep. Breathing deep is difficult, but work at it. One more breath. And then return to the front. Undo that. Let's come into that piriformis stretch. I'm going to lift this leg up. This left foot is right underneath my left knee. And you have choices. You can hold this up. You can press it down. You can pull up on the outside of that edge of that right foot and press down. The key to this is, as always, is to sit tall. So that's really what's most important. And if you found yourself slumping in this position, I'm going to say, put this foot down and get that body straight. However, if you are slumping and you can roll to the tip of the sit bones without pain, tension is one thing, pain is different. And we know that difference, right? Roll up and sit tall. So work at that. Belly in. Let that low back press forward as you come up. All right. I'm doing that. Both feet on the ground. Press into the heel of the hand. Lift the heart. And if you're feeling brave, lighten up a little bit on the seat. So a little more work on the shoulders. But don't lift off the seat, please. And keeping the chin tucked. And release. Let's go the other side. Up and over. The foot stays flexed. I have a right hand fist. Left hand elbows out. Drop your shoulders. And press into the heel of that hand, rotating around. Use those core muscles. Really feel them. Those obliques, really feel them fire on in this position as you drop your shoulders. Maybe turn the gaze a little bit deeper. Let's take one nice deep breath in. One more. And slowly come back to the front. We're not spring loaded. Lifting this foot up, Your choice, you can put it down on the ground. You can support it and sit up tall. You can press it down and sit up tall. You can pull up on that outside edge and sit tall. That right foot is underneath the right knee. This isn't happening. Just be sure it's underneath there. Sit nice and tall, bringing the heart forward ever so slightly. One more breath. Let's release and put that foot back down. Deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Look underneath your chair for a minute, a second, and then inhale, halfway rise. Let's take the hands on the thigh muscles here, bringing the heart forward to me. Exhale, round the spine. Draw back, claw back at the thigh muscles, bring the heart forward. Round. And then from here, just roll the spine up nice and tall. And let's push back to the back of the chair. And extend the legs out a little circle in the feet, wrists, wiggling the fingers and the toes, in and out, splay them out. Yeah. And again. All right. And then just release them back to the ground. Depending on your chair, this is a nice comfy one. I'm going to push back into the back of the chair and rest. Tuck the shoulders underneath. That reminds the heart to stay lifted. You know what else reminds the heart to be joyful? Just a wee little bit of a grin. So let the corners of your mouth draw back towards the earlobes. And then close your eyes. Come to stillness. Reap the benefits of those endorphins that have begun to flow through your body after the strengthening, the stretching, mindful movement, deep breath. They appear. They are the feel-good hormones. Just notice how you feel. I'm hoping there's a deep sense of contentment. Maybe a little heat inside the body. Wiggle your fingers and toes once again. Bring the hands together at your heart, opening your eyes. Soft gaze. Take a look around. Take a look outside if you can. Notice this beautiful creation we live in today. Listen. A little wonder, a little peace, and a whole lot of joy. May it come your way today and throughout this week. Namaste, dear friends. All right. I am back here at North Church live in-person class on Mondays at 10:15. I hope you'll consider joining me. If not, I'll see you back here next Wednesday. Thanks again.